And with the Torpedo, you can use 3 left wingers so that you have 4 sets of 2.
Yeah.
And then 3 sets of 3, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to have anybody rotating through and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, is that the first time you've done that with this number?
No, I've done it in other groups. I've never done it with this team before, but it works perfect with 17 skaters.
Oh, that sounds great. How do you think it'll work? What's your...
Well, I think, we're going to take our line of our real checking line and make them all left wingers.
Yep.
The one that isn't a left shot is Jordan.
Yeah.
But they're all really good checkers.
Yeah.
So they'll get out, every third shift. And we've got 4 sets of 2. The 2 torpedoes, right wing centers.
Yeah.
And I want this. I think it might work better against these teams that have us outgunned.
Yeah.
Because we're getting in trouble with not having an F3.
Yeah.
We want to be aggressive, and it's really aggressive. I used it at Mount Royal 5 years. We won 71% of our games.
Yeah.
And when I went to Salzburg, Pierre was using it.
Yeah.
And I think it's with Scotty Bowman. It's basically the left wing lock.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Almost the same as the left wing lock. And when Calgary went in 86, they used it. Bob Johnson used it.
Now that left winger is the first forward back, right?
No, we don't play it like that. We play in our zone. It's the same. It's usually the center low, but if the first guy back or first player back, they have to finish the play first.
Yes, finish the play and then switch.
And then switch. That's how Willie always did it.
Yeah.
Finish the play and then switch.
Yeah.
So they basically play left wing, and on their side, it's almost the same. Down the left side.
Yeah.
If their first one in, then someone's got to be F3.
Yeah.
And but usually, if the puck is in deep, they hold back. The other team shouldn't be able to rim it to the wing or pass to the wing.
Yeah.
And if they rim that, so if it's on the left side and they rim to the wide winger, well, right D is down on her like crazy.
Oh yeah.
So the left D goes side to side.
Yeah.
The left D plays both sides on the Fore Check.
Yeah.
They're always on the strong side.
Yeah. So have you walked through it, or are you ready to play it?
We walked through it on Tuesday. We're going to walk through it tonight, and then we're going to have a 5-on-5 where they play the Torpedo, a scrimmage full ice, because I've invited 3, so 2 are coming. Comey and Olivia are coming, but I asked Bob Toner's granddaughter, well, she's got something else, but they didn't let me know till later, so it's too late to get anybody else because 4 o'clock practice. So one of the girls, they'll be there tonight. They can step into the spot, but I think it's an absolutely perfect spot for Comey. I don't think she can play D at our level right now because she's not strong enough.
Yeah.
But I think she can play left wing just fine and play that position.
No, I agree. I think it's brilliant. A brilliant idea. I'd like to have 2 systems. I think it's a great way to play. Yeah.
If you have a lead and you put in, because it's still really aggressive, but you always have 3 back.
Well, I'm excited about that because to me, it's like the rotation of the 2, the way you've run the 2 players in the 3rd slot.
Yeah.
I think it's because they've done that, they can adapt to the Torpedo. I think easier. I think it's really good. I think I'm looking forward to watching. It gives me something to look for to see how it works.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to take a few games to get the kinks out, but
Yeah.
I think it's good to have more than one forecheck. And I don't like, like most teams will do a 1-2-2 passive trap or whatever.
Yeah.
And force. And I don't like having no pressure.
Yeah.
With a lead, they'll go passive. And
Yeah.
I don't like going passive.
Yeah.
So that's
the Torpedo is definitely the most aggressive, eh?
Oh, it's a really aggressive way to play.
See, I call it 2-2-1.
Yeah, it is. It's a 2-2-1.
Yeah.
Or the way we go in, it's kind of a 1-3-1 because I want the first two forecheckers in an eye, like penalty killing.
Okay.
So that the one's on the puck, and if number two reads.
Yeah.
If it's a battle on the boards, we'll go in there. But if they go D to D, they can go right over to the D to D.
Yeah.
I don't want them both going in. So they kind of go in just like a penalty killing eye almost, but way more aggressive.
Well, see, watching the teams play, I don't think anybody goes D to D in that against you.
Well, I think Airdrie did pretty good. You know who played really good against us was that Lethbridge team. They've got really, really good players.
Yeah.
And I think what happened in the game, it was 1-1 with 10 minutes left, and they were playing really good.
Yeah.
But I don't think they expected to win because they haven't been winning.
Yeah.
And we got I think a power play goal. And then Lily just caught somebody flat footed, went in, scored on her own.
Yeah.
And then it was funny, like number 9 doesn't score very much.
Yeah.
They had the goalie out, and we have a face-off play, and the center talked to her, I'll put the puck here.
Yeah.
So right on the face-off play, she stepped into the middle and fired it right in the middle of the net. All the way down the ice.
Well, looking at your league, I think other than Airdrie and Okotoks, anybody else can beat anybody else on any given day. Like it's a coin toss.
Well, even the first game we played against Okotoks, they're all over us the first. And once we started slashing, we outplayed them the second half of the game. I think we hit a goal post, stuff like that. So
I'm just saying, in terms of the standings, those two teams, like Airdrie, the team that beat you handily that one game, they had lost to Okotoks.
Yeah, they lost them twice in a tournament.
So they were motivated. So looking at their size, strength, their power, their speed, their individual skills, both teams have an edge on our teams.
Oh, they have more talent because like 5 on each team or 6 on each team wouldn't have made the teams last year when they had 2 teams, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I say the big challenge is, can you get those bottom third of your team to be competitive? Because, the top 2/3 are, they're there already as far as skill goes.
But, Tom, the game that you lost, your top line, your best line was your fourth line.
Oh, they were. And our worst line was -4. Our top line was -4.
Yeah. And that's where I'm saying the mindset of, well, we've got 3 players that aren't good enough. And that's the danger. Like, nobody wanted Calgary to go to 3 teams. I don't think it would be any different if you had 2 teams. I think these players are good players. Hopefully you can compete with the top 2 teams. And I just like how they're playing. And I think they're developing.
They play well, and they've been good ever since they got put together, because I don't think they have to defer to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because they're all about the same, and they played really good, and they can all skate.
Yeah.
And that's why we picked them, because they can skate.
Yeah.
And and that's a challenge to get. So you take their skating and their work ethic and improve their skills. So that's what been kind of the goal of the whole thing. improve everybody's skills.